Alan from the Exterior Design Studio, and I want to just walk you through quickly. I've got two models here of the Renegade. Fun project. If you know Jeep, we've got really kind of two pillars of design that we work with. The Wrangler, which is of course our core product, and we steal a little bit of Wrangler for every product that we make, and then Grand Cherokee on the top end. So when we talked about the Cherokee, there's a lot of similarities and connections to Grand Cherokee. This vehicle was really cultivate all the really good stuff that we know and love about the character of Wrangler, but in a much smaller, easier to live with package, a lot more urban package. This is built off of the L0, which is the Fiat L 500L package, a modification of that. The wheelbase has been altered, etc. And of course, it's built in Italy, Melfi. We did 100% of the design in my shop in Auburn Hills. The designer is actually a 24-year-old guy, I think, for the exterior, and an equally young guy for the interior. And that was done a bit on purpose. First off, they're all young. They're not like me, but they see Jeep in a little bit different way than we do. Less historical connection. This vehicle, of course, a lot of Wrangler in it, and when I say that, it's the overall, it's a profile, very much an easy to recognize square box, vertical front end, vertical windshield, of course 7-slot grille, big round lights, trapezoidal wheel arches, but then pumped in just as much character, Wrangler character, as we could into the vehicle. And if you notice, there's really not, like on a Wrangler, there's a lot of flat panels, very basic surface. This has a lot of muscular surfaces into the flares. There's really not a flat panel on it so much. It was important to us, particularly on the front of the vehicle, in an effort to avoid cute on a vehicle like this, there's actually a lot of attitude put into the front end. The lamps are clipped a little bit. I liken it a little bit to, say, like a big dog when they're a puppy. Their ears are too big, their eyes are too big, their paws are too big. It's all of that kind of cool stuff packed into this. So it's a lot of Jeep character packed into it. Two versions up here. The red vehicle is actually a Latitude, or more of a mainline version, and they're easy to identify. The Latitude, and then over here is the Trailhawk. What's special about the Trailhawk, it gets, in addition to the powertrain, it gets a little bit higher stance to it, ride height, a meatier tire to it. The front and rear fascias are crafted in such a way they have a better approach departure angle for off-road. The tow hooks are real, usually rated twice GVW of the vehicle. No one does something like that. This will be the most capable vehicle in this class. Not that there's a lot of action off-road in this class of vehicle, but core to Jeep is the capability. And what you've seen in the last couple of years is the capability message is back, and it's really always going to be core to us. Including the color on this vehicle, this dark gray, which we used on the 10th anniversary Wrangler. You'll see the color palette follows Wrangler almost directly. A lot of the muted shades and then the real fun, bright colors that we use on Wrangler. The roof, it's optional. This one shows the roof painted black. It's a two-tone effect. Both these vehicles feature the lift-off roof panels, so there's two large panels that lift off to open the interior. You can either slide the front one rearward or store them both in the back. They both store back there. Real unique part of the story of Renegade. Jeep always wants to be connected inside and outside, and that's really where we came up with this kind of an idea. Where you lift the panels off of a Wrangler, so you do here as well. Again, you know, the profile of the vehicle, very sort of short, stubby, but planted. It's not narrow and tippy. The back of the vehicle, you'll notice a lot of Wrangler put in there, just in the way, for instance, the way the lamps are treated. They're not fared into the body. They're sort of separate pieces that are pushed into the surface, and you'll see the surface react a little bit when we do that. That X motif that you see, it's on the roof, it's in the cup holders, it's on the tail lamps. That's a detail that was picked up off of old military fuel cans, the jerry cans that were carried around on Jeeps. And then there's the Easter eggs. We talked about the Easter eggs. I won't point them out to you. You got to find them on your own. But a lot of that just shows kind of the soul, the care that goes into these vehicles. We know that Jeep means a little bit more to people than just transportation. They usually give them names. They take care of them like their own. We see that a lot on Wrangler, honestly, and I think we'll see a lot of that here as well. I'm going to wrap this up. Phil's going to take